My name is Dina and I'm 30 years old. I'm from Egypt. I've moved to Dubai 4.5 years ago. I work in banking. I'm a corporate banker. So I cover the US clients who have business in the Middle East. So my day is upside down. Tom knows I don't do early stuff and I do late trainings all the time. I'm trying to train for a relay basically that includes a trip around 44 countries. It's 10 kilometers in each country, and it means that I have to do that 10 kilometers every other day, and that's why I'm training now. It starts on Valentine's Day, on Feb 14. We start in Hong Kong, we travel across Asia, Africa, Middle East, and then go back to China. That's where it ends. There's a bit of Europe as well, just a few countries, but mainly Africa and Asia. So the whole thing is managed by Standard Chartered, which is where I work. They basically are doing that for the China Belt and Road Initiative. So it's going to be the first global attempt for a relay across the countries where the Belt and Road is made. And it's across basically the markets where the Standard Chartered is present in. They are trying to highlight the positive impact from this initiative and showcase how communities are going to be affected, etc. So they thought, let's do a sports event and get Standard Chartered employees involved. So we're traveling all these markets doing the runs. It's going to be arranged similar to the Dubai Marathon, but on a smaller scale, it's 10 Ks in each. Crazy decision, right? So, yeah. Listen, I tried to come up with a story to like influential stuff to say on this, but there's nothing. I'm just a normal person, regular person, not an athlete, nothing, not someone who's overcoming drug addiction and like all these stories we hear. I'm just a normal person, and the only thing is that around 5 years ago, I decided I need to focus on my life, not lose time. I want to progress all the time. So I'm working with this from a sports perspective, from a personal perspective, spiritual, everything. I try to progress all the time. So I had this opportunity with the bank and I thought, okay, let me try and do it. And my whole life is about just achieving full potential. So if I wake up one day not achieving anything, I just give myself a hard time. So this was something I thought, okay, that's a new challenge and I should try and do it. Before this challenge, I was not doing endurance at all. I was only doing high intensity stuff, short-lived, 30-second on, etc. Endurance is, I like it. It's and I think my body is reacting well to it, I guess. And but the most thing I like about it, honestly, is that it's more of a mind control. I don't find myself tired when I'm running. I just find my mind like, what are you doing? Let's just go home, have an ice cream. Like, I just think it's more of a strengthening your control over your mindset and your emotions and stuff like that, more than it's muscle work. So it's cool, yeah. So before the challenge, I would have given you a different answer, like I'd be chilling or partying somewhere. Now that all of this is happening, I'm just, reading about it, figuring out how am I supposed to manage my nutrition, how am I supposed to manage being injury-free, etc. So I bother Tom as much as I can, but mostly I try to connect with people, I try to read books, I try to read about it because it's completely new to me. So yeah, I spend time on that. Yeah. Fun fact is, before October this year, I couldn't run 200 meters, like literally 200 meters. And before year end, I managed to finish a half marathon distance solo run. Slow, of course, difficult, but I guess I feel good about it. Yeah. So I found InnerFight through the Marcus 30-day 30 marathons challenge. It came in the exact right time when the bank started this whole initiative. To be honest, I didn't think InnerFight will work with me. I sent on Instagram saying, you guys train all these superheroes and I'm this person. I don't know if you want to waste your time with me, but you know. And Tom actually was the one responding to me, and he got me on board. So that was great. What I like about InnerFight, to be honest, is that they're geeky. They're sometimes extra geeky, but in general, they tell you why things work, how they work. They tell you the science behind it. You sort of not have an answer that works for everyone. They understand that it will work differently. So that's important. They're also, I guess, I would say I just actually sent them a personalized message on that they're super dedicated and committed. I sometimes send messages that are just emotional breakdowns and like I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing, etc. And Tom would respond to me, try to get me to overcome it. And then I log into my phone and I check what they're doing, and they're up to some run in some desert, and he's still responding to my emotional breakdown. So which is really, really great, and I mean, it's not anywhere in Dubai, and I've trained with a lot of people, so I guess I'm really happy with that. 5 years ago, I took a big decision in my life to progress, and No Weakness it's an InnerFight thing, but I can connect to it because at that time, I just realized that you have some strength inside of you, and it's just about unlocking that and getting connected to this piece. I think if we just not get distracted and focus on that, I think we are able to achieve more than we think we do. So I would say No Weakness is just focusing and dragging this tiny piece out of you and using it. That's it for me. Inspiring, right?